Okay, Chris, whenever you're ready.
All right. Once upon a time, there was a family that lived on a farm. And this family consisted of a mom and her two sons, Tom and Kyle. And this family always made enough money to get by on their farm until one year they had a drought. And this drought made it impossible for them to grow their plants. Without their plants, they weren't able to make money and they weren't able to get food. So one day, the mother called in her two sons. And she said, "Tom, Kyle, I need you to go out to the barn and I need you to go get our best cow. And I need you to bring that cow to the town and I need you to sell that cow for as much money as it's worth." And the sons nodded their head and they started to leave, but before they left, the mom grabbed Kyle and pulled him aside and said, "Kyle, don't let that idiot Tom sell the cow. He's not going to get what that cow is worth. You sell the cow, don't let him sell it." And Kyle said, "Don't worry, Mom, don't worry. I will sell the cow, it'll be fine." So Kyle went and met Tom in the barn, and they brought the cow across the fields and through the woods and out to the other side until they got to the town. And as they walked out of the woods, Kyle stopped Tom. He said, "Tom, I'm going to go into town and I'm going to sell this cow. I'm going to go find a trader. I'm going to bring him back here. We're going to sell it. We're going to go home. We're going to get our money. You're going to stay here and you're going to watch the cow. Don't sell it. Don't trade it. Don't let it loose. Don't lose the cow. I'll be right back." Tom said, "Okay. All right. I will watch the cow. Won't sell it." So Kyle went off into town, and Tom sat down and started watching a dirt road in front of him, passing the time watching people go by, when he saw a trader go by. And he recognized the trader, and the trader recognized him. And the trader saw him and knew that Tom was not the brightest bulb in the box, and saw him with a beautiful cow, and immediately pulled off the dirt road and walked over to Tom and said, "Excuse me, boy, is that cow for sale?" And Tom said, No, sir, this cow is not for sale." And he said, "Are you sure? Because I have some fantastic things in this cart. Let's look in here. I know what you want. I know what that cow is worth. This table." That table right there. You're going to want that table. It's flat, it's level, it's mahogany, it's fantastic. "No, not for sale. Cow is not for sale. But I already gave you the table. You got to give me the cow now. You just got to do it. Look at it, the table. The table." It is a nice table. "It is. Bring the cow up on the cart. Okay. Here's the cow." And like that, the trader was gone with the cow on his cart. And Tom was left with a table. Kyle came back from the town and was terrified when he saw Tom off in the distance without a cow. He walked up to him and he said, "Where's the cow?" So, "Well, there was this really nice man, and he had this table, and traded the cow for the table." And Kyle looked at him and said, "You are such an idiot. I cannot believe that you traded our cow, our next year of food, for a table. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to take this table and you're going to carry it all the way back to Mother's house, and you're going to tell her why we won't be eating for the next year." And so the two brothers set off back into the woods, and they traveled through, and they walked for a while, and then they heard some voices off in the distance. And this concerned them because, well, it's not normal to hear voices out in the middle of the woods. So Tom climbed up in the tree, and Kyle picked up the table, pushed him up, and he climbed up into the tree after him, and they hid in the tree. And off in the distance, out through the trees, they saw thieves come out, and they sat in a circle right underneath the tree that they were sitting up in. And as they were watching, Tom looked over at Kyle and he said, "Kyle, I can't hold the table anymore, Kyle. It's getting too heavy." Kyle looked over and said, "You can't drop the table. If you drop the table, they're going to know we're here. We're going to be in big trouble." I can't hold it anymore. It's so heavy. I can't do it. "If you drop the table, they're going to look up. They're going to see us. We won't even make it back to Mother's house. I just can't hold it anymore." And he dropped it, and it fell through the branches and rattled the leaves and landed on the ground with a loud crack. The noise scared the thieves. It made them run off into the woods. Kyle and Tom sat in the trees for a while and waited to make sure that the thieves were all gone. And they climbed down the tree. When they got to the bottom, they realized that the thieves had left sacks full of money behind. And they picked up those sacks and they brought it back home to their mother. And this money was enough to not just feed them for the next year, but for many years after. And after that time, Kyle never doubted Tom again, because as stupid as he was, he realized that he could always do so much. And that is the end.